On the highest platform on Devil Peak stood a black-garbed man with rapt attention. High above the clouds, the sun and moon hung side by side, flooding the land below in their warm glow and sharp coldness. The man took deep breaths as he spread his arms toward the sky, and the lights gathered in his palms, and the world dimmed. A foul wind stirred, wreathed with endless howls of agony from untold ghosts. The wind picked up the man's elegant hair, revealing a demonic face behind. A foul wind stirred, wreathed with endless howls of agony from untold ghosts. The wind picked up the man's elegant hair, revealing a demonic face behind. The sun and the moon dimmed while the man grew in power from the rays. Soon, even dark energy began to rise from him. With his face battered by the freezing winds, the dark energy grew thicker until it covered him whole. He released a breath and an evil smile adorned his face. Rumble. With a loud sound as the trigger, the four mountains in the vicinity erupted while Devil Peak itself was racked by terrible tremors. The man absorbing the essences of the sun and moon opened his eyes. With a space-rending sound, 7 flashes of light appeared. As the light scattered, there stood 7 figures, wreathless power. His eyebrows shook but a fraction as the man spoke in an eerie voice. "How are the 7 of you here? Didn't you all despise us demonic cultivators to no end? Humph, demonic Emperor Zhuo Yifan. Isn't it obvious why we're here?" An old man stroked his white beard as he gave a look of disdain. His heart skipped a beat and Zhuo Yifan sounded out, "Geezer Sword Emperor. I do not know what you mean." "Humph. Stop faking it and take out the 9 Serenities secret records." A female Taoist stepped arrogantly as she threw her chin forward. Zhuo Yifan pallid. It had been only a month since he found the legendary 9 Serenities Sovereign's dwelling. After brushing death countless times in the process, he finally obtained the written accounts he had wished to study for all his life. How was it that they caught wind of this? He suddenly recalled something, and his face grew darker by the second. "Zhao Chen, come out," shouted Zhuo Yifan. A cheery voice rang through the empty forest on the mountain. Immediately, a handsome youngster in white robes walked from behind the 7, smiling all the while as he made a curt bow to Zhuo Yifan. "Ha ha ha, master, did you ask for me?" Zhuo Yifan glared with hatred at the hypocrite and said, "Is this your doing?" "Yes," nodded Zhao Chen with a smile. "Did you also cancel the guarding array?" "Yes." "Why? I never slighted you in the least." Zhuo Yifan clenched his fist as murderous intent flared out from his eyes. Despite being a demonic cultivator, he normally did not kill without reason. If he did, he was just acting out on his nature. Else, those righteous cultivators would have come to end him much sooner. Zhao Chen, for that matter, was an orphan that Zhuo Yifan took in when he saw his talent. Yet, who'd have thought the day would come when Zhao Chen would betray him? Despite putting on a front with his calm demeanor, before Zhuo Yifan's increasing killing intent, Zhao Chen's feet betrayed him as he took 2 steps back, moving closer to the 7 beings behind him. "Master, I understand your kindness is as heavy as a mountain, but that doesn't give you the right to steal the 8th Emperor's seat and cast me in your shadow for all eternity. Even more so, regarding the 9 Serenities secret records. Ever since you've obtained it, you've trained alone, even afraid of me catching a glimpse of it." Zhuo Yifan's heart clenched when he heard this. Zhao Chen would never know he did it for his sake. Having low cultivation and going head first into studying the 9 Serenities secret records would deviate one's cultivation. He had opted to understand it in its entirety and only then impart it to him. Yet all his plans were ruined in just a short month. "Ha ha ha, well said. Zhao Chen, you're a true disciple." Zhuo Yifan's roaring laughter reached the heavens, and so did his rage. "Since it is so, Master will give you a taste of the 9 Serenities secret records." "Zhuo Yifan, it is not your place for such unbridled words in the presence of us 7. The white-bearded old man stepped before Zhao Chen. "Humph, everyone in the sacred domain knows me as the 8th Emperor. I could care less even if all 7 of you emperors come at me together." No sooner said than done. Zhuo Yifan launched a palm at Zhao Chen. A black claw flashed in the sky, reaching out for him. His eyes shrank, face paled, and he retreated with haste, fear having taken its grip on the youth. In the face of that powerful claw, the old man drew a sword. A sword wave flashed and the black claw was turned to nothing. "Humph. 9 Serenities secret records is nothing great." The old man stood in the wind with his sword ready, disdain all over his face. Zhuo Yifan smiled and waved his palms.
As if to prove his conviction, a powerful energy rose up from his body. Then, he's gonna self-destruct. As to prove his conviction, a powerful energy rose up from his body. Damn, he's gonna self-destruct. Sword Emperor's eyes shrank before speeding further away, with the others not far behind. Only the saint exploded in holy wrath and charged for Zhuo Yifan. Stop! With a proud smile. Zhuo Yifan pinched, and the jade slip was turned to dust right under the saint's eyes. The rage and bitterness he saw in the saint, as he gnashed his teeth, elicited an unrestrained laughter from Zhuo Yifan. Boom! His laughter was soon accompanied by powerful shock waves, leveling the entire Devil Peak. As the smoke and dust cleared, it was soon clear to see the angry face of the saint, along with his worse-for-wear clothes. Even in the face of such a terrifying explosion, a saint can come out of it without so much as a scratch. The Sword Emperor came before the saint to express his admiration. It was then Zhao Chen blocked him. Please, wait, saint. Demonic Emperor Zhuo is cunning and deceitful. If he possesses someone, just from knowing the 9 Serenities' secret records, he will one day come to exact vengeance upon us all. Hump. His self-destruction was down to his soul. What possession? He waved his sleeve and vanished. The hearts of everyone present eased after hearing this. With a saint present, an Emperor stage expert would find it impossible to escape with their soul, even if they self-destructed. It was a pity for the loss of the ancient demon sovereign's legacy, the 9 Serenities' secret records. As people gazed upon the ruins of Devil Peak, they each felt differently. Some were rejoicing, others lamenting, while most were feeling pity.